It's Week 13 of the NFL. And the
calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 10 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself. I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school,
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Quentin Johnston was the intended target, and now it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now a give, right side. Vance, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Mevis is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
Let's go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing on first down. Wolf. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Okay.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Wolf. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Wolf. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's 2nd down.
Come on, back. Check right. Click. Yellow.
Back to throw. Wolf. And this is caught by Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But, you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chargers at 10-1 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Nevis is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a throw here held in. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Blackburn. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. The kick by Carlson is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Vance trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down now, Vance, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Wolf. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that on the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Wolf. That's caught by Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw. Wolf. Shifts free at the 15. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Ready.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Off-play action. Wolf. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Michael Mayer as the 1st half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the 1st half of play. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move. They'll run on first down. Vance, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from El. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play,
a decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. On first down, Vance, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Second down and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. Operating from the gun, Wolf gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Ready?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Takes it to about the 37.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Up the middle they go. Vance.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring out the third down. On third down, Vance.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. That's a good hard running there as he pushes way forward for about 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston, 33 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they all...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On second down, they'll run with White. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Out now Andrew Mevis for the field goal from the right hash. This from 33. Mevis knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Wolf. It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Wolf. That is taken in by the tight end Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Operating from the gun, Wolf. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Wolf. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now a handoff up the middle. Blackburn. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Ready. Set.
They'll run with Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Opposite. Green. Black swap. Check white. Switch. Yellow. Blue. Check.
One more time with Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Touchdown, Raiders! Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Vance. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Vance. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Wolf. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Opting to run again here with White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they take a knee.